Residents are bracing for a Category 5 storm, which is expected to make landfall within 30 hours, potentially becoming the strongest hurricane to hit Tampa Bay in a century. The hurricane has intensified to 165 miles per hour winds. Tampa might be spared the worst surge, but southern areas face a 10-15-foot surge. Flooding of up to 18 inches is expected in areas like Ocala and Orlando. Residents are evacuating flood zones, remembering the recent impact of Hurricane Helene. Roads are filled with traffic as communities prepare to leave vulnerable areas. Debris from Hurricane Helene is still being cleared. Firefighters are working against time to remove potential hazards before Hurricane Milton arrives, though there's concern they may not clear everything. Inland cities like Orlando expect flooding, and major theme parks like Disney and Universal are closing. President Biden has cancelled an overseas trip to focus on the situation. Florida is in a critical situation as millions of residents are being urged to evacuate ahead of Hurricane Milton, which is set to make landfall on Wednesday evening. Although Milton has fluctuated in intensity and is currently classified as a Category 4 hurricane, the National Hurricane Center has warned that it may be one of the most destructive hurricanes on record for west central Florida. Despite the downgrade, the NHC cautioned that wind speeds are expected to increase along Florida's west coast starting this afternoon. Federal and state officials have urged those in Milton's path to evacuate to avoid potential catastrophic conditions, including winds up to 18 inches of rainfall and storm surges reaching 15 feet in the most affected areas before the hurricane strikes Florida's west central coast. This is the 11th hour. If you're in an evacuation zone, the time to leave is now, Hillsborough County Sheriff Chad Chronister told CNN on Wednesday. Vice President Kamala Harris emphasized on the Late Show that even the most resilient Floridians would not withstand this historic hurricane. In a Tuesday briefing, President Joe Biden warned that Milton could be the worst storm to hit Florida in over a century and urged residents in its path to evacuate now.